Hey, this is Monty with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar. Started my digital inspection. We're at a property in the Ramona area, and we always like to start these digital inspections underneath the eaves just to get an idea of the condition of the wood. Now, the eaves consist of, we have the fascia board, we have the rafter tails, and then we also have the starter boards. And underneath here, right, wood looks pretty good. We don't see too much wood rot underneath this front part of the eaves, okay? But what we're looking at here is a 3-tab asphalt shingle roof. There is drip edge. Drip edge allows that water to freely flow off and not soak into the fascia board anytime it rains. You can see some spray foam underneath this part, but we do have step and counter flashing under there, so that is a good sign. Now, for this roof, this house unfortunately had a fire start, so this is what caused all this damage, and you can see the majority of it is going to be in the back here, right? So we do have 3-tab on the front, and then what we have is a architectural asphalt shingle overlay on the back portion here. But you can see where the tarps are. This is completely open. There's a couple pieces of plywood on these portions right here. You can see on the back here, and I actually don't want to walk on this back part because it's very unstable, right? We do have an O'Hagan vent, and around these penetrations, well, we do like to look around the penetrations as well just to see if these seals are broken, right? Anytime that these are open, well, again, that's going to be another vulnerable spot for water to get into these penetrations. So you can see these are actually completely open. And then same thing with these. Anytime these get nailed down, well, you don't want to have any exposed nail heads. These always want to make sure these are sealed up with mastic, okay? And we also have screws, right? So that is not a good sign. Moving on to the other side, again, we see the penetrations are completely open. So yeah, this whole structure is compromised, right? And then another part we always like to look at is around the chimney, right? The chimney is always going to be a sensitive area. You do not want to have any exposed nail heads whatsoever, and you want to make sure that this part on top of that counter flashing is sealed. And you can see that that seal is no longer there, right? Again, we have exposed nail heads all over the place, and we also have one right here, okay? So it's very clear, you know, despite the fire damage, well, this roof is gone past its life expectancy, and I'm starting to see signs of improper installation on this overlay. So what we want to do is start fresh, all right? We want to get rid of all that damaged wood. There is going to be a ton of wood that needs to get replaced on this project because of both the water and the fire damage, right? So we have two things. Strip it down to the wood decking, address any rotten wood, and what we want to do is put a brand new Owens Corning shingle on here. Now, we are a preferred contractor with Owens Corning, so we get that awesome 50-year product warranty, and we actually back that with a lifetime workmanship warranty. So we want to get this all brand new shingles on here. We want to update all the flashings, so the step and counter flashings we want to replace with new, update the penetrations as well. Same thing under here, right? This is a tricky area. We do want to make sure that this is flashed properly, and also we want to make sure we put new drip edge on here as well. And while I'm up here, I did see another exposed nail head. So yeah, I will get this out to the owner. Thank you.